back to H&S Collectibles. This is Cody. So I'm doing, I guess it's a challenge response, though it's morphed a little bit. Beth at Miss 80s Music, Movies and Music, she did her Death Waltz collection. And then Birdman responded with his Death Waltz, or rather Mondo, and Waxwork collections. And I got to talking to Retro Reels, and I've decided to do both my Mondo and my Waxwork collection. The Mondo will include the Death Waltz records, and I challenge Retro Reels to do his next. I'd like to see that. So I'm going to try to keep this moving. There'll probably be a lot of edits. Try to keep the time going because there are over 50 albums to go through here. And I will do the Mondos first because they're the smallest pile, and then do the Waxwork. And maybe I can throw up a picture of what time stamp to jump to if you want to go check out the Waxwork rather than the Mondo. So getting right into the Mondo. We have Back to the Future, the score. So 2-record set. Got the clock tower. Getting struck by lightning there on the inside. Really like the artwork on these. And the vinyl is clear with a blue splatter. Very cool. Good score. Love that score. Love Alan Silvestri and a lot of his work in general. So Back to the Future Part 2. Of course, got the DeLorean flying above the town on the cover there. The back on these isn't really anything to speak of. And there's the clock tower, the DeLorean flying away in the corner, and you can see the glass that Griff and the gang bust out. Let's see, and each one changes a little bit as we go. So blue, this time they've added some white to the splatter. And Back to the Future Part 3. So you've got the DeLorean there running with the horses. Again, it's just kind of that bland tire track on the back. And there's the clock tower being built. And the color on this one is clear with kind of a turquoise splatter. And I've got individual Colored Vinyl Tuesday videos on all these. If you want a closer look at the record or maybe the label on them, you could see the third one there had the fire logs. This is one of my favorites in terms of color and the way it was done. Big Trouble in Little China by Mondo. So I think what I really like about it is the font. The font puts me in the mind of the Eastwood Western posters, the Dollars trilogy. And that gatefold of Lopan is pretty cool. And the color of the vinyl, I just really like, and I hope it comes across well. It's red with kind of gold splatter throughout it. And close up, it looks like it's a dumb thing to think about or say, but like when I was a kid in elementary school, they served this Jell-O with like fruit in it. That's what it looks like to me, and I hated that crap. So I don't know why I like the album so much, but I do. Ghostbusters from Mondo. So this was a double dip for me. I already had this. This is the score by Elmer Bernstein. I already had this, the Sony music release. And I bought this really strictly for the art. Just really like the cover art on it. It sold out rather quickly. And I think now it's one of the more expensive albums in my Discogs library. The Sony release is clear with a green slime swirl, and this release is clear and it's got like the protein. You can tell it's late. proton beam going through it. So there's Ghostbusters, and I'm through 5 albums, and I'm at 5 minutes. So I kind of figured this might take a minute per album. Phantasm, Tall Man on the back, and here in the center. So these little strips that they give you down the side of the Mondo albums, I've got those stashed away somewhere else. This is actually the Varice Saraband record, which I don't think you can see. I've got the cover mounted up there on the wall for it, but there's the Tall Man's Planet. Not going to show the record on that one because it's just a black vinyl. So yeah, Phantasm. This is probably my most recent Mondo pickup, I think. Freddy versus Jason. Pretty cool cover art, like a fight promo. Really like it. And I got the Eco variant. And really I just kind of got shit brown with maybe some little flecks of strips of gray or something in it. And this one and like my Prince of Darkness is doing this, and I have to say I only see this on the Mondo albums I have, but you get this real bad ballooning kind of where it just swells out in the middle. I don't know why. Keeping them in the sleeve kind of keeps it under control, but they just puff up. So the Return of Godzilla. Actually have that piece out, but pretty cool cover art on that. The skyline of the city are his spikes. Nothing much on the back. Gatefold is like a pop-up book of him tearing up the city. And the color on this one is pretty cool. I think it was like Fire Breath, or I'd have to go back and look at their website. And it's not coming across in this lighting, but it's a translucent, kind of a greenish color. And that is an awesome score. If you like Godzilla movies, these two are the best scores of the Heisei series, in my opinion. So this is Godzilla vs. Destroyer, Return of Godzilla, and this, the two best scores of the Heisei series. And these are the only two the Mondo's put out so far. I don't know if I will pick up the others as they come out, because I have these two. That might be enough, but we'll see. I probably will buy them because I'm a completist. But this is the one where you open it. If I get it to work. Yeah. Get the Destroyer roar there. And yeah, mine was a little wonky. Got the Oxygen Destroyer on the back. And the record itself kind of comes out of the center on this one, and it is got a lot more purple to it. This is a fantastic score, a lot of throwback to the original Godzilla theme, just good stuff. This is a favorite of mine. In fact, I just watched this movie tonight with my wife. Jaws. Love that cover art of the orca going away inside the mouth, just like the shot in the movie. On the back, you got the orca sinking. Drop it. The gatefold is him swimming underneath the girl. And then this was the Mondo reissue. I want to say in the summer of 21, maybe when I bought this, I forget. But it's Blood in the Water is the name of the color. And that one was really nice to have. It's 45 RPM too. And I didn't realize that first. I listened to it at 33 for a while. Prince of Darkness. So this is the other one that wants to pop up for some reason. But love this soundtrack. There's the jar on the back. And gatefold her in the mirror. Yeah, love this soundtrack. This is one of those where I said in the soundtrack challenge video where I like the soundtrack maybe better than the movie even. And so when I bought this, when it first came, I thought I got screwed because I wanted like the devil slime or whatever the color was called, and I pulled it out, and just in the lighting I was in, it just looked black, and I thought, damn it, they sent me the wrong thing. But then you kind of hold it up to the light, and you can see the green in it, and it's swirly. So there's some bugs on the back label. Creepy movie, and a great driving score. Big one here, the Halloween box set. Got Michael and kind of the ghostly figure of Jamie. And on the flip side, Jamie is the killer with a ghostly figure of Michael. This is Halloween 1 through 5. And I'll just go through those real quick. I'll do it in order. Halloween 1, Michael kind of silhouette looking at you through like a rain-soaked window. Pretty cool. And the texture on I don't know if I'd say texture, but the effect on the cover is very cool. Michael standing by the curtains. And sign for Haddonfield's up ahead. I hadn't really listened to the original Halloween soundtrack like in a long time. Before I picked this up, I primarily listened to part 2. So you got kind of a milky white with that black and orange splatter. And the Halloween 1 soundtrack is just so good. I can't say enough good things about it. Halloween 2, Mondo's done Halloween a couple times, and Halloween 2 a couple times. I think I've got another Halloween in here to show. But yeah, Halloween 2, real cool cover art, especially there's Dr. Loomis. And there they all are on the inside. And Michael on the back. And this one I think is just straight orange. Yeah, just all orange. And sorry, I try to keep this moving. Halloween 3. They went kind of goofy with this one, I think, but it is a cool design. I just don't see too many records with this kind of packaging. Lift up the flap and open it up, and there's a card trick inside with instructions on how to do it to amaze your friends. And I think there was 3 variants of this for the 3 different masks. And I have the orange with the black, which I think is for the pumpkin. I think they did like a white with a black, maybe for the skull mask, and black with a green, or green with a black for the witch. I forget. Halloween 4. Kind of a little bit of wear looking on the way it's glaring, but there's Loomis with his burns on the back, and Jamie. Gatefold again. Michael kind of hanging over the town. And this one is split color, which I like, just like the clown outfit. Red and white. Pretty cool looking. And a good score. I think it's the first time Alan Howarth did the score on his own. Halloween 5. So, the middle of the Thorn trilogy. There he is on the back with what I still maintain is the worst looking Michael Myers mask. Hate this movie. I do not like Halloween 5. There he is, back in the background. So really, I think I've only spun this once. I mean, it's good music. It's Halloween music. But it's blue and white for his coveralls and t-shirt, I think is what that was supposed to be. And then Halloween 2 record set. So this is the expanded, I guess you'd say, soundtrack for Halloween. It's Mondo MOND-013, and it's a 2 record set. It was available in an orange variant. This is just the regular black, but a great picture of him carrying Annie into the house, him hiding in the sheets on the back. This just has more tracks and some dialogue from the movie that's not on the other regular release. Let's see, Nightmare on Elm Street. Cool shot there of Freddy and him with the long arms. And the color on this, I think I've got the one with the stripe. Or maybe I got the 2 color. Yeah, mine is the half and half. Half green, half red. I think there was a variant with a stripe down the middle, and that might be the one Beth had and showed. Shaun of the Dead. Shaun standing on a phone booth. And if you look in the crowd, you can see some familiar looking zombies. Like there's, I know I've seen them before. I have to look. It's like a Where's Waldo. But anyway, you can see like the fat biker twin zombies, and maybe it's on this one. Get the gatefold. Yeah, there they are. And there's the kid, and just some familiar looking faces. And this one, the label on this one's kind of fun too. So this is the score, so you don't get things like the opening theme and stuff like that. But just a straight red, but I love that the label says Electro. So Shaun is a really fun movie. Moving on, keep it going. Hot Fuzz. Similar kind of artwork I like. 2 of them standing on the overturned cop car. Not much on the back. Gatefold, I think. Yeah, the weapons room with the mine. And I love the color on this one. This was like Crown Ale or something, I think was the name, but it kind of looks like a foamy beer. And Hot Fuzz is the last one to date. I want them so much to do the soundtrack to World's End so I can have the whole set, but they haven't yet. Tron Legacy with the little die cut cover. So when you pull, she slides out of the video game. On the back is just some monitor stuff. Cool artwork there, and this is an awesome score, I think, by Daft Punk. Comes with a little booklet. Actually, I was covering up some of the artwork. There's Daft Punk. And there's 2 colors on this one. This one sold out in like a minute. I was lucky to get this. Yeah, clear with blue is album 1, and album 2 is black and orange with different flecks. Yeah, this sold out in like a minute, and then they put out another 5,000 copies. And I think that sold out in like a minute 15 seconds. It was ridiculous. And last one for the Mondo stuff for me, They Live, with the cool subliminal cover art. And it is done in a... Where the hell is the record? Oh, I have hold of the record. It is done in, there was a couple variants on this, and I got the alien flesh variant, so blue with some red. I think there was also a black and white, and I think there was a picture disc even that maybe said Obey on it. So yeah, that's it for Waxwork. I'm sorry, that's it for Mondo. Now we'll get into the Waxwork. Try to keep this going. These are sitting right here, so I'll show them first. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. This was a really good score done by Bear McCreary, and I wish to hell they'd have brought him back for Kong versus Godzilla, but they didn't. I found the music in Kong versus Godzilla to be very lacking compared to this one. So this is a 3-record set. Milky kind of blue, and I think that might be for Mothra because of the egg, and then a kind of reddish brown, that's for Rodan, and then lastly kind of a gold, that's for King Ghidorah. So that's that one. And the big boy, thing weighs like 10 or 12 pounds, the Godzilla box set. 18 albums in this set for 15 soundtracks. I guess I can go through them. Might as well. I've gone through them in another video, but I will go through them real quick. So here's the big box they're all in, and sorry for any glares. I tried to just keep that original plastic on. Well, one, to have the hype sticker, but then two, to just protect the set. And the box that slides out has got Godzilla on one side, and on the other side is this little magnetic flip down lid, and it's got a nice little directory of all the album art in order of release, so you know how to keep them in order real easy without trying to remember what came out first. But included with it was a Godzilla slip mat, and one art insert, though I wish there was more. And boy, this is a lot to go through. I guess you'll sit with me, or you'll come back and look later. So I'll just pull them out like that if I can, because these are all in the clear sleeves. So the Godzilla, the 1954 Godzilla soundtrack, black and white marble. Really cool cover art. There he is on the back, kind of coming out of the ocean. Godzilla raids again. Just Godzilla fighting Anguirus, or Anguirus, however you want to say it. Kind of a reddish brown, about like that Rodan album on the other one. So King Kong versus Godzilla. This is one of the 2 record sets in here. Yeah, I said there was 18 albums and 15 soundtracks. And they're both same color, kind of a milky green. Like I said, I got a whole separate video for this one, so I'm just going to keep moving. Mothra versus Godzilla. Got a yellow and a blue. And I like him getting webbed there on the front. And one of the young grabbing onto his tail on the back there. Godzilla versus Ebirah, the big lobster. Godzilla throwing him on the back. And again, another kind of red color, because he's a giant lobster, so what other color are you going to go with? Godzilla, or Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster. Got Rodan, Godzilla, and Mothra there on the front. Got kind of a gold again for Ghidorah. Invasion of the Astro Monster, or Godzilla versus Monster Zero, depending on where you're at, I guess. Kind of a marbled purple. That was always one of my favorites. Then we're getting into a couple that I wouldn't call my favorites. The Son of Godzilla, Kamunga, was cool. Should have been in the movie more. Kind of a purple again, but no marbling. Oh, Destroy All Monsters. I do like this one. And that's just kind of a greenish again, sort of like King Kong versus Godzilla was. All Monsters Attack. Green again, a little bit lighter green. Let's see, Godzilla versus Megalon. Definitely in the category of so bad it's good. Blue marble. That's how I'd describe that one. Now my favorite, I might have tried to pick this up if they hadn't come out with this box set, but Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, Godzilla versus Hydra, one of my favorites, and it's got this kind of yucky, toxic waste looking kind of marble. Pretty cool, and is a good score. Godzilla versus Gigan. Gigan on the back. And it is another 2-record set. Yellow and kind of a much darker green. Looks like a hunter green. And Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. One of those monkey people on the back. And it is, what I'd call that, kind of it's almost kind of a black and white marble again, like the first one. And Terror of Mechagodzilla, which is back to being kind of a purple again. So I guess when you have 18 records in a set, it's hard to get that much color variety. Okay, so moving on from Godzilla, jumping to Evil Dead 2. Love the cover art on that one of the trees making the face of the Necronomicon. Ash's severed hand on the back. And then I love the gatefold on this one. The cabin and the cross. It would be really cool if Waxwork did posters, kind of like Mondo. But I think there was 3 variants on this, and I got Olds 88 yellow. Bought that one actually at a horror convention. Night of the Living Dead. Saw this at FYE. Didn't buy it. Thought about it. Didn't know if I wanted it. Didn't know if I wanted to spend that much on it. I was still fairly new to really expanding my record collection a lot at the time. And then I sent my wife back for it when she was in town the next time. But it's a pretty cool looking green with some black in it. And moving right into Dawn of the Dead. This was the reissue that came out, I think, last year. I think in 21, not 20. But a reissue of it. And it is like kind of a zombie guts pink or something is what they called it. And then my favorite of those 3, Day of the Dead. It's just, love this score. It is so good. A couple different colors here. This is a reissue. And there's the other color. I love this score. So good. I really want them to do, or maybe Mondo, but it'd be nice if Waxwork did it. Land of the Dead. Love the score to Land of the Dead as well. And then Day of the Dead was from John Harrison, and so is Tales from the Dark Side. Some liner notes there on the inside. There's kind of your characters from the 3 stories. The gargoyles on the back. Standard black. Bought this actually off of Beth over at Miss 80s Movies Music when she was clearing out some of her stuff. The Thing. This is the 2-record set that they put out with John Carpenter's Lost Cues. And as much as I hate to say it, you talk about disappointment. I was really disappointed in this set. The Thing soundtrack is awesome. And love the artwork. Very cool. And there they are looking at the saucer again. Again, another poster that would be beautiful if Waxwork sold posters. And I like the color that they did. Blood Sample, I think was the name of this one, clear with that red splatter. This is what was disappointing. This is the John Carpenter's Lost Cues. And I think what really bothers me about this is the way it was billed. You know, a lot of John Carpenter's, most of the, I guess all of his stuff that he wrote for the movie, not what Ennio Morricone did, but the stuff that Carpenter wrote to fill the little bits and pieces on the in-between is lost, is gone. So this was supposed to be him re-recording it. You get 4 tracks. One of them is the main theme, which Morricone did, not Carpenter. So you got, again, wasted space that could have been to get some of that, you know, great, just deep, heavy synth stuff that was in the movie. I'd love to have, and it just doesn't exist. And this is re-recording, and it seemed like he didn't even try to come close to what it was. It's just like he did a new cover of it. Color's okay. It was like some kind of a snow burst or something. Like I said, just the tracks on this, yeah. Should have probably just bought the regular release of just the thing, because that was disappointing. The Prowler. So, happened across this at a record store I go to. And do dig the color on it. It is like a rose bush burst or something they called it. Green and red. Pretty cool looking. I guess I didn't show the cover art, did I? So there's the cover. And there's the gatefold. Yeah. And some pitchfork blades on the back. Not blades, tines, I guess. Pokey things. Phase 4. If you've never seen this movie, check it out. About the, I guess, kind of aliens taking over the ant colony and then eventually the humans. Pretty cool movie. I really enjoyed it. Watched it late night streaming on like a Christmas vacation. I think I watched it and returned Living Dead 3 one night. And it's a little bit lighter yellow than that Evil Dead 2 is. This one's got a nice cover, but Phenomena. Very glossy. That's not in a liner case or nothing. This is like the shiniest of the Waxwork cases that I have. Track listing on the back. And yeah, kind of her in the meadow and some creepy crawlies in the area. And then colors on that one, blue and green marble. I guess that's a marble. And then orange with some green flecks in it. And we're getting there. House and House 2. So apparently wasn't a lot of music in either movie. This is a 2-record set for both movies, 45 RPM. Love that art. Love Big Ben. I love it when he punches through the door, I think, and just says, "You're pissing me off, Roger." Kind of green with black in it on one album. And I think the other one's the same. I haven't played this one in a while, so I haven't looked at it. Yep, same. But that's by Harry Manfredini on the first one. And without looking, I'm not too sure who did the second one. A lot of house. Yeah, they're both Harry Manfredini. Got a lot of Jason-esque tones to it. The Fog that Waxwork did. I also have Silva Screen's green and white set. But again, shouldn't they put that out as a poster? I mean, come on. That's awesome looking. Really cool. And there's Blake and his men. And I absolutely love the color on this one. This was my choice for like record of the year for 21 or 20 whenever it come out. But this was the Fog Swirl. Just looks great. And moving right along, Bloodsport. This might be like my release of the year for 21. I guess Fog would have been 20. This be 21. I so looked forward to this, and was so happy to get it. And it sounds so great. And the artwork is just spectacular, and especially the gatefold of him and Chong Li getting ready to fight. And I got the subscriber variant, which was just red with kind of black splatter. I forget what the regular variant was, but I think I almost liked it better. Carrie, again, I got the subscriber variant. I subscribed in 21. I would subscribe again. And they didn't do a subscription for 22 because of the delays in the industry right now, is what they said. But if they bring back the subscription, I'll do it again probably. But red with orange was the subscriber variant. And I think the regularly available variant was pretty cool looking too. Alright, I'm getting tired. It's after midnight and we have, I don't know, 15 to go, so stick with me. Friday the 13th, part 3. This is the lenticular cover. Of course, I don't know what it's going to take to get him to check. There it goes. I wasn't going far enough, side to side, not up and down. This is a good one. Love the opening theme, kind of disco-ish sounding. And I have the version where you get one red one and one blue one for the 3D glasses. This is kind of a wispy, smoky blue. I think the subscriber variant, or maybe another variant you could have picked at the time, was blue with a red splatter. That would have been pretty cool. Friday the 13th, part 4. There they all are sitting around the campfire. Another nice print that would make an excellent poster. And I think 2 different colors on this one. You got kind of a very light wispy blue. And I think the other one is a very light wispy green. Yes. So I get this video done. I gotta put all this shit back together and put this mountain of protectors back on everything. That's gonna suck too. But I guess we make the videos because we love them. This is another one where the artwork is just fantastic. Friday the 13th, part 6. I've said before, this is, I think, hands down my favorite Friday the 13th movie. I maintain Kane Hodder's my favorite Jason. Part 6 is my favorite Friday the 13th. But C.J. Graham is an awesome dude. Really enjoy him, and when I meet him at a con. I think Cemetery Explosion or something was the name of this variant, and they had another color that was kind of purplish and like a lightning strike. Friday the 13th, part 7. There's Tina on the back and him with the weed eater. So I do love zombie Jason. That's my favorite Jason. That's why I say Kane Hodder is my favorite Jason. Kane Hodder played it like Jason was built like a tank. C.J. Graham made Jason move like a cat. So And this was like rotten flesh, something, I think, name of the color, I forget exactly. But it's supposed to be like Jason's rotting corpse. And yeah, they're both basically the same. So, moving on. I really like this one. Friday the 13th, Part 8. So this one was a departure. This one's about, wasn't Manfredini anymore. This was by Fred Mullen, who also did the soundtrack to Friday the 13th, the series. And I think it's very nostalgic for me because I stayed up late watching that series. This is, this was out when I was going to see Jason movies in the theater as a teenager. So some of the music in here just really hits home for me. But love the die cut cover with the porthole. And I think the gatefold is like New York or something. Or no, there he is in the sewer. As Ben calls him, Gingerbread Man, Jason. Pretty cool art for one of the weaker but still decent entries in the series. Still like it better than Part 9. Who the hell wouldn't? But that's all the Friday the 13th that I have. They're reissuing them soon. They've teased it. But I don't know what else I might pick up. I'm missing, I guess, 1, 2, and 5. Might get, who knows. Chud. This was my most recent purchase from Waxwork come the other day. I ordered it and War of the Gargantuas at the same time. I don't think War of the Gargantuas comes out until this fall. And I love Toxic Waste movies, so I like this color scheme, yellow with some green splatter. Toxic Waste movies of the 80s are so much fun. So I threw this in here. This is a Sacred Bones record, according to the side, but I bought it from Waxwork and got the Waxwork exclusive variant when they put out like 15 different variants of this damn soundtrack last year. But that gatefold is awesome. There's Jamie Lee Curtis on one side, Jamie Lee Curtis and family on the other, and a pretty cool looking orange, black, white, mostly white on the other side, and a killer, if you'll pardon the pun, killer score. Escape from New York. So I have the expanded soundtrack on CD. This record is that, the expanded soundtrack. I forget the name of the color, but the other color was a copper patina, is that the right word? Kind of color for the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, cool cover art. One of my favorite Carpenter movies. Actually, it and The Fog that they put out both come with a 12-page booklet. Another subscriber variant from last year, Alice Sweet Alice. I like that running along the knife. Pretty cool gatefold. She's the cross on the back. And then the subscriber variant for this one compared to like the regularly available variant, I guess public variant. I think there was like one more color in here than was in the other variant. So not that much different. The Bride of Frankenstein. So this is one that I really just picked up for the artwork. The streak in her hair, you can see is her on the table. That's just awesome looking. And there they are looking at her on the back. And the gatefold is great. Definitely one of the classics. And the record on this looks like that original Godzilla. Black and white, marbled, which is a nice touch for that movie. Let's see. Child's Play, 1988 Child's Play. Chucky Melton on the back. A row of Chuckies. Guess which one is the bad one? And I think you got two different colors on this one as well. You got orange with red, maybe some yellow in it. I think my cat knocked something over in the next room. And then kind of a clear with wisps of blue and white. Actually, even though it's very late, I think the cat is in there demanding food. So we'll go feed him in a minute. Child's Play 2019. Bear McCreary again. This is an excellent, excellent score. And it's also got the Buddy song by that Mark Hamill sings. I really enjoyed this movie. I know some people didn't like it, but I really dug it. My daughter really dug it. We went and saw it up in Indianapolis while we were at a convention, and just had a fantastic time. She took her Chucky doll. So record 2 is red for, when Chucky's being a bad boy, and kind of a marble blue for when he's being good. So this pile's crowding me now. Color Out of Space, an interesting score. I really like it. For that matter, an interesting movie. No gatefold on this one, and different colors of from outer space, I guess. I like that movie. I gotta watch that again. Dark Man. I picked this up on sale from Waxwork for like 20 bucks, and combined it with some others for free shipping. Danny Elfman score. Of course, there's the Olds 88 because it's the same Raimi movie. And I really like the color scheme on it. This is like, I don't know if you've listened to it or not, but if Danny Elfman did circus music, that's kind of how this sounds to me. I do enjoy it. Let's see, so jump ahead. Creep Show. So actually that one is still, well, not sealed, but still has its wrapper on it. This one I took the wrapper off of. So I bought this at the same con I bought Creep Show 2 and Evil Dead 2 at, off of a vendor, and there's like a book in here. I have this one twice. So the first one that I bought at the con is red and blue, the Kill Lights color, I think they called it. And then this was a reissue they did last year, and I picked it up because I thought, why not? And this was like algae, I think algae green or something like that. I thought, hey, why not? I'll take another variant. I'll double dip. I like Creep Show that much. And if there's one record in my collection that has a chance of being played out, if that's possible, where you just wear the record out, Creep Show is probably going to be one of them. And then this is Creep Show 2, just showing the record first. This is like turquoise and green, I forget but the Chief Woodenhead color. There's a color for the raft too. The best track on here, in my opinion, is when Chief Woodenhead's putting his war paint on. I think it's called War Paint, track 10, side 2. And the last one, hell, we made it to the end. If you made it this far with me, congratulations. You deserve a prize. But the most recent subscriber item I got from them, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Again, love that gatefold, the hymn song, the two idiots in the BMW up. There's Stretch on the back. And this one, I think, yeah, No, damn it, they're not the same color. So I think that the public variant was like chainsaw blade metal or something. And I forget what they even called this color scheme, but it is pretty cool. And one of my favorite chainsaw movies. It's a lot of fun. It's very nostalgic. And it was the first one I saw. One of the first movies I watched on cable with a friend, because we didn't have cable at home, so I saw it at a friend's house. But that's the whole collection. If you watch this far, thanks for sticking with me. Like I said, I challenge Retro Reels to do it. I'll have links below to Birdman and Miss 80s Movies Music, so you can go see theirs. And like and subscribe to me if you want to see more stuff like this. So that's all I got for now. It is late. I'm going to go feed the cat, and I'm going to get my ass in the bed. So until next time, stay safe. Take care of each other. I'll talk to you later. Thanks.